everyone! Welcome to the very first episode of my series, Brussels Airport, Airport CEO, and today we're diving into the fascinating world of airport management. In this series, I'll take you along on my journey to build and run a successful airport, starting with Brussels Airport. In this episode, we'll go through the basics of the game and start setting up our airport from scratch. There's a lot to cover, from planning the layout to ensuring that our passengers have a fantastic experience. So, let's jump right in. First things first, when you start a new game, you're greeted with a blank canvas. This is where our airport will come to life. We need to think about our layout carefully. It's crucial to design our airport in a way that facilitates smooth passenger movement and efficient operations. Let's start by placing our first terminal. The terminal is the heart of the airport, where passengers will check in, go through security, and wait for their flights. I'll place it strategically so that we have enough space for future expansions. Now, let's talk about the check-in counters. Having enough check-in counters is vital to ensure that passengers don't face long queues. I'll place a few counters here to get us started. Remember, if the lines get too long, it can lead to frustrated passengers, and we don't want that. Next up, we need to add security checkpoints. Security is a top priority in any airport. I'll set up a couple of security lanes to handle passenger screening efficiently. It's essential that we keep the flow moving while ensuring everyone is checked properly. Now, as we build, let's keep an eye on the passenger flow. It's important to design the layout so that passengers can move from check-in to security and then to their gates without any bottlenecks. We want them to have a seamless experience, right from the moment they enter the terminal. Speaking of gates, it's time to place our first boarding gates. These are where the planes will dock and where passengers will board and disembark. I'll place a couple of gates here, making sure they're close to the terminal for easy access. Now that we have our basic structure in place, let's move on to hiring staff. Having the right personnel is crucial for running a successful airport. I'll need to hire check-in agents, security staff, and ground crew to handle the planes. Let's go to the staff menu and start hiring. Remember, it's not just about the number of staff. We also want to make sure they have good skills. Happy staff will lead to happy passengers, and that's what we're aiming for. While we're at it, we should consider setting up some additional services. Airports are not just about flights. They also need to cater to passenger comfort. I'll add some food and beverage outlets, along with shops where passengers can buy snacks or souvenirs while they wait. Now, let's take a moment to talk about passenger needs. Passengers typically look for a few key things at an airport: comfortable seating areas, dining options, and adequate information about their flights. We need to keep these in mind as we develop our airport further. Okay, it looks like we're ready to handle our first flights. We've built our infrastructure, hired staff, and set up services. Let's open our airport and see how it goes. As our first planes start arriving, we'll want to keep an eye on everything happening around us. Make sure that the check-in counters are staffed, the security lanes are flowing smoothly, and that the boarding process at the gates is efficient. Look at our passengers. You can see their reactions as they move through the airport. Some may be happy, while others might be frustrated if they encounter delays. It's crucial for us to monitor their satisfaction levels. Happy passengers will return to our airport, which is what we ultimately want. Let's take a quick look at our performance metrics. This gives us valuable insights into how we're doing. We can see how many passengers are checking in on time, how many are happy with their experience, and if there are any delays we need to address. If we notice that the queues at security are getting too long, we may need to add another security lane or hire more staff. Being proactive is key to maintaining a smooth operation. So far, we've set up our terminal, placed our gates, hired staff, and opened for business. This is a solid start, but we need to think about expansion and improvement. What additional services can we provide? How can we make our airport stand out from the competition? As we progress, I'll be looking to expand our terminal and add more gates. We can also introduce new routes and partnerships with airlines. This will help us attract more passengers and increase our revenue, which we can then reinvest into our airport. And I want to hear from you. If you have any tips or suggestions for our airport, drop them in the comments below. What do you think we should focus on next? Expanding the terminal? Adding more services? I'm excited to incorporate your ideas into our airport management journey. Alright, everyone, that wraps up our first episode of Brussels Airport CEO. We've made a great start, and I'm looking forward to continuing this journey with you. Remember to subscribe to my channel so you don't miss the next episode. Leave a like if you enjoyed this video, and let me know what you think in the comments. Until next time, let's keep our passengers happy and our airport thriving. Scene, series logo appears. Music builds up and fades out. Dit script zo nu een doorlopen tekst moten zindai ongeveer 20 minuten duurt omt presenteren. Je kunt het verder uitbreiden met persoonlijke anecdotes of specifiek gameplay elementen die je wilt benadrukken. Veel succes met je video.